Right, and how are they doing? Are they good? Any good?
Fabulous, yeah.
Excellent.
New,
Well done.
new lease of life. But the musculoskeletal sent me for MRI, and the 3 discs at the bottom of my back have clapped on top of each other.
Right, okay.
But I go for pain to the pain clinic, and he severed my nerves on either side.
Right,
So that's where I am now. It hasn't really worked because
right, okay.
I take painkillers for it, which I hate doing.
Yeah. And so what's your first name?
Linda.
Linda, right, Linda, I want you to shuffle round on the chair so your knees are facing that way. That's it. Awesome. Right, and just point out where you get most pain, if you would.
All across there, like somebody's sawing it with a bandsaw.
Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Right. I thought I was going to sit, but no, I've got to stand. Okay. Now, sometimes people ask me, if I come to a show, will I get picked? Will I get chosen? All right. So in the first half of the show, I always work on the things that are physical things that the audience will see if they get fixed. In the second half, it's open to everybody. Now, what will happen is typically the surgeons will choose those people that they know they can get quick results for. Yeah? And they'll also choose a variety of people where pain is worse or where impact of life is worst. And the rest of the audience, we don't know. You just sort of got to trust that whoever works on is the persons that the surgeons feel they can either most help or is in most need of their help. In my experience, they can work with all conditions. They can't regrow an arm if you've had an arm severed. But that's about the limitation. Everything else, I've just about seen every disease treated. Now, there are some people that they can't help. I remember there was a time where I was working with 3 different people with MS. 2 got well, 1 didn't. And it was to do with what was going on within the person. This is not faith healing. You don't have to believe anything. But if there is some value to your disease, let's say you've got a bad back and it's keeping you off work, and you're getting a benefit for a bad back, you might not want to be ready to go back to work yet, you see. And in that case, the surgeons wouldn't help you until you've got that time off that you need. Now, what can you feel happening? Any sensation? Trembling. Now, if you watch my videos, you'll see that again and again and again and again. People feel it's like a vibration. It's a vibration. And that vibration is, very often you'll see a match between the vibration of my hand. My hand's not just moving, it's moving up and down, but there's a tremble in there as well. There's a correlation between the vibration of my hand and the vibration of the person. And I've usually got my eyes closed and the person's turned away from me, so how does that happen? Now, what they're doing at the moment is they're stretching things out. They need to stretch things out. Then they're going to bring in some whole new energy. Clapping's a dispersal of energy. That's taking away the old stuff. They want you just to stand, walk around a little bit if you would, just to see how that all feels.
Have you worked on anybody with Crohn's disease then?
Yeah, heaps.
Have you?
Yeah, really good results.
Right.
Yeah.
It's difficult because I've taken painkillers before I come, because sitting in these chairs normally aggravates it, you see. So, but
So,
at the moment it's fine. It's not. It's livable with.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So, was it fine before I started work?
It wasn't aching like it normally does.
All
no.
right. So we're going to have.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll do what we can.
Right.
But yeah. So have a seat. So as a general rule, don't take painkillers before you come, because the surgeons need to sense the pain in your system and see where it's coming from. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. You'll have to give us some feedback on the extent to which it's worked. Now, every cell in your body can regenerate. How do we know this? There's a cell biologist called Bruce Lipton. He's written a famous book called The Biology of Belief. You'll also find him on YouTube. There's a clip of film called The Most Important Hour of Your Life. he talks about if he takes a cluster of stem cells, identical stem cells, and puts them in 3 different petri dishes with different solutions, those stem cells will grow fat, muscle, bone. So what happens within your cells of your body is determined by the environment. In the petri dish, it's called a culture medium. In our bodies, it's called our blood. Yeah, so if you've got healthy blood, the cells of your body can take in the nutrition, they can get rid of the waste matter. And medicine of the future is going to focus more on the blood, and medicine of the future will also focus more on sound. Now just walk around again. I think he's done what he needs to, but we're not going to know until the painkillers wear off.
I'm fine, honest, really. I feel invigorated.
Right, so who's next? Let's work on you.